getting ready to surprise the 2026 Compassion in Action Award winner, Lynn Brennan.
Oh my gosh. Regarding the surprise, it was a full court press surprise. I was doing drop-in and I was called back to the front. I was in fact doing dishes. But I went out to the front and then I'm standing there and there's Cheryl and Hillary and Dion and everybody, and they come in with balloons and flowers and a beautiful cake and those bursting things. It was an overwhelming surprise. Yes, a happy surprise.
Hi, I'm Lynn Brennan. I'm a volunteer and board member for Lincoln Park Community Services.
My involvement prior to being with LPCS primarily was around working with PADS, which is overnight shelter, and preparing meals and taking my kids as they were growing up to help with this service.
And at this point, I was winding down my career, going from full-time to part-time to consultant, and looking for something that would elevate me.
And this hit the bill. I mean, it was perfect. It's a great organization. The people are so compassionate that work here. The guests are inspiring in many different ways. And then George kind of pulled me in and recommended me for the board, and the rest is history, I guess.
I've had the great fortune of working with lots of really great volunteers. There's never been anybody any better than Lynn Brennan. One of the things that Lynn has brought to the table is an ability to focus not only on what the service is that she is providing, but focus as well on who the people are, getting to know them and getting to understand them, not just in terms of the single need, but actually who the person is. And that's really important to helping a person get through the program here and make the most of LPCS.
I was introduced to Lynn Brennan by George Kuhlman, who is another phenomenal volunteer for Lincoln Park Community Services. He said, "I know someone who I think would be a great volunteer." And boy, was he ever right. Lynn came in, assessed everything that is needed for drop-in, and she got to work. Not only was she preparing meals and helping the individuals who need assistance on a daily basis, but she began to recruit other people into serving our guests as well.
Come on over for dinner. Oh, and the conversation will turn around to LPCS.
Come on over for dinner. We do a calendar every month and try to
Facilitate everyone's needs if they can come in this day versus that day. So that works.
I think all of us, not only as board members, but also as volunteers or anyone who's even aware of the story, the wonderful story of LPCS, it's easy to weave that into a daily conversation, and you never know where it's going to lead.
I met Lynn when she was volunteering with guests at LPCS. She was part of a group that was running with guests. And also she was in the neighborhood working with the police, and she just seemed like she was a compassionate person who really cared about people who were living on the street. So we engaged her to come on to the programs committee when I was chair. Now I'm off the board and Lynn is on the board, and she's now chair of the programs committee.
It became apparent to me that this was something that I did want to pursue. As a member of the board and also as a volunteer, we're always looking for additional opportunities to spread the word, raise money, very important.
One of the things that we were able to do in my community,
we held a rummage sale and all proceeds went to LPCS.
and it was a win-win situation. People got to clean out their closets, we got some money
for the shelter, and this is something that we did last fall. We're doing it again next fall, and we're going to do it in combination with a couple other condominiums.
Well, it's really remarkable, and that her level of empathy has only increased as both she and I have aged. And it's always amazed me that she just naturally puts the needs of other people before her own. She's a remarkable woman. We met at a wedding in July the 3rd of 1970. And to say it was love at first sight is pretty close to the truth.
My husband is my anchor in terms of helping me schlep the stuff out of the apartment, down the elevator, into the car. He's my taster, if things taste okay.
Is that the case?
Well, it's funny, we live in a building with 88 units, and I sit in the lobby with tray after tray after tray of food, and people come by and say, "Oh, what's that for?" And I said, "Oh, we're feeding the poor today. Would you like to help?" And so far we have 2 that are signed up as additional volunteers for luncheons here at LPCS. So it's great fun. And I get to hold the door.
And the kids, my children, I have 4, they subsequently do what they can do, you know, whether it's handing out grocery store cards and granola bars to people they meet on the street. And the most gratifying thing is that they're all coming in for the celebration, which just is overwhelming for me and makes me very happy.
We have 4 children together, and she was a phenomenal mother. Phenomenal mother. They've all turned out really great. She's absolutely to blame for that.
We're very honored and pleased to be celebrating our mom for what she has done with LPCS. It's not a surprise to anyone, and not a surprise to any of us either. She's always tackled charitable objectives and the ability to help and the ability to make lives better for other people been at the forefront of her mind since we were young kids, and then as she raised us up to be the adults that we are today.
My mom has been living a life of compassion and action ever since I can remember as a kid. She is the kind of person who would be welcoming to all of our friends, was kind and fed our friends and welcomed them into our home, and was always such a nurturing mom growing up.
Growing up with my mom, her commitment to the community and those around us was really part of nearly everything that she did and we did. And whether that was the different churches we belonged to as we moved around the country, that was the different PTAs that she joined as we all went through different schools, or it was also the fact that when we lived outside of Miami and she was unhappy with the school options, so she started her own. I think the fact that she took the time, the energy, and the commitment to help create a school that we could go to speaks to her focus.
So growing up, I witnessed my mom's support for the community, and we would go and we would cook a meal to the individuals that came. And I used to, in high school, go regularly with my mom to prepare the meal and cook the meals and kind of get to know the individuals. And this will make my mom smile, but I always will never forget the man with the blue suitcase who was always there. And it was just my mom's way of teaching us as we were growing up to give back and to show compassion and humility to others. And it is clearly what she continues to do now. As she moved into Chicago, she found a new place to give back.
Love you, Mom. Glad we could all be here together to honor you.
Mom, congratulations. I love you. You've set such a wonderful example for not just the 4 of us, but everybody in your community.
You deserve this recognition, and we are so, so proud of you.
As we see the dedication she has to LPCS and has for several years, and are so proud of the work that she does and will continue to do.
Well, it's really funny. There was a movie called Pelican Brief. At the end of the movie, a reporter asked Denzel Washington to see if the character played by Julia Roberts isn't just a fiction of the people's imagination, that somebody could be that involved in political good, etc., etc. And Denzel looks into the camera the same way I'm looking into this one and says, well, it almost is a mystery how good she is.